That's on ESPN3. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to the head coach, Rick Stockstill.
Thank you, AC. I hope you're feeling better, AC. You sound terrible, but I know you're tough and you'll get better soon, man. Appreciate everybody being on here this morning. Like AC said, we're excited about this weekend's opportunity. It's the final game, final regular season of the game of the season, and got a chance to go down there and play another good football team. FIU got a new coaching staff, new coach, Mike. So much respect for him and what he's doing and how he's building his program there. Got a really good skill guys that can run. Like I said last week, this is a good football team that we're playing, and we got to be ready to play. You go on the road, it's always tough. So we got to, be prepared for that mentally. Got to bring our toughness. It's going to be a tough physical game, and those games always are. So this is about us. It's about us continuing to get better and trying to improve each week and every day, and focus on what we can control, and that's us and how hard we work this week, how hard we prepare, and ultimately how well we play when we get down there. But looking forward to this opportunity. So I'll open it up to you guys.
Hey, Coach. Cecil Joyce here.
Good morning, Cecil.
Morning, Coach. Coach, FIU had a couple impressive wins over Charlotte and Louisiana Tech back-to-back. Things have kind of skid off the rails since then. How do you assess this team, 5 weeks ago versus where they are now?
I think they're getting better every week. They played 2 tough games, played a good Florida Atlantic team. They played a good UTEP team on the road, and that's a tough place to play. And it's a long way to go to get there, and it's all that. So I think they're getting better every week, and they're playing more consistent. I think it's a good football team that's played a couple really tough teams here the last 2 weeks.
Morning, Coach. Sam down here.
Morning, Sam.
It seems to me like there's been a big culture shift with FIU just in every part of their program this year. Is that evident when you watch them on film about just the way they're going about things?
Not being there, I don't know, Sam. I have so much respect for Butch Davis and what he did with that program. And I have so much respect for Mike and what he's doing there now. So, maybe from an administration standpoint, maybe they're, getting more support than what they've had maybe in the past. I don't know. I'm not there, but I know Butch did a great job, and I know Mike's doing a great job also.
I think as of this week, there are 74 teams in college football that are bowl eligible with 82 spots open, give or take. Do y'all feel like you need to win this game to guarantee yourselves a spot in the bowl? And what would just winning a 7th game and guaranteeing a winning season mean for Middle this year?
We're going to a bowl game. I mean, we're going to a bowl. So, but I'll talk about all that bowl stuff next week. And I'm really excited about it. I'm proud for our players and our coaches. But our focus right now is not on a bowl. It's on FIU and trying to get our 7th win. So, I'll talk about all the bowl stuff next week.
Morning, Coach Stockstill. Eric Henry with SB Nation here in South Florida. I know it's early in the week. We just want to ask you a couple questions about some guys at FIU and specificity, starting with their quarterback, Grayson James.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a really good player. I mean, he's thrown for a bunch of yards, he's got a quick release. It looks like he can make all the throws. He's a good enough runner. He's not, somebody that's going to rush for 150 yards a game, but he can extend plays. He's got good feet, good pocket presence, good pocket awareness. Makes good throws, gets the ball out quick, so I think he's a really talented player.
And just follow up with another player on the offensive side of the ball. I know he didn't have the best game last year against you guys, but number 0 receiver Tyrese Chambers.
one of the best in this conference, has been one of the best in this conference. He's a guy that defensively you've always got to be aware of, cognizant of, know where he's at, because he's very, very talented. He's as good as any receiver in this conference, and he's done it for a while now. So I think he's a special player.
Last one for me, Coach. FIU, they've really struggled against the run the past few weeks. You guys have been able to really engineer a stronger performance out of your run game from the running backs this season. Just wondering if you see anything early in the week that you may be able to exploit against the FIU run defense.
You're very nice, Eric, when you say how good we're running the ball. We're running it a little bit better, but we're a long way away from being a running team that is going to scare people. But we're getting better. Our line is playing better. Our running backs are playing better. So we're getting better, and that's going to be a big challenge. I know. FIU is suckers can run, man, on defense. They get good-looking kids. Their linebackers can run. Their defensive ends, inside guys. I mean, this is a good defense, and we got to be ready. So, to answer your question, is there anything we can exploit? We just got to be able to be better than what we've been. And try to improve each week to give ourselves an opportunity to have some success running the ball.
Coach, it's obviously Thanksgiving week for you guys. Does the team have any special plans, either when y'all head down there, before y'all head down for that holiday, like y'all do every year when y'all got to play this week?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be same as we always do. The only difference is if it's a home or away game, but tomorrow's the last day of school for the week. And so we'll be able to go out and practice, a couple hours earlier on Wednesday. And then Thursday we'll practice, and then we'll have a team lunch, a team Thanksgiving meal for everybody. And then travel squad will come back Friday and get ready for practice, and then fly down to Miami.
I was struck after senior day with something Darius Bracey said about how much it meant to him that the middle took a shot on him. And I was wondering how you feel about how grad transfers like Darius that have only 1 year in a program, the type of legacy that they can leave, and how it feels to know that middle can leave that sort of impact on someone like him.
Well, I have a lot of respect for Darius, and I have a lot of respect for everybody that comes through this program, whether they've been here 1 year or 6 years. And, you don't treat anybody different. You treat everybody, with great respect, and try to help them reach all their goals and dreams. And Darius had, 1 year left, and had a goal, had a dream, and just trying to help him and help these other guys, realize, fulfill those dreams. And Darius has been nothing but first class in everything he's done since he got here. And he didn't get here till late this summer and everything. So I appreciate him. I appreciate him giving us the opportunity to coach him for 1 year. So and in his it's not even going to be a full year, because he's done here in a couple of weeks. So you're around some of these guys less than a year. And but no, I have a lot of respect for Darius, a lot of appreciation, and I'm glad his last home game, he was able to score him a couple touchdowns.
Coach, it's Chip Walters.
Hi, Chip.
Good deal. I know when you're in the midst of a game like this past Saturday, and probably obviously knew Chase was having a good game, but did you have any idea that it was close to being, or we ended up being, the second highest yardage total, and obviously 5 touchdowns to go with it? Any clue it was that he was having that big of a day coming off of an injury?
No, I didn't at the time. And then towards the end, Brent came and said Chase needs 12 yards, I think, to set a single game record for passing. But Chase does not want to go in. He wants Preston to go in. Preston's a senior. He just got here. He wanted Preston to be able to play in his last home game here. So that shows you a lot about, or tells you a lot about Chase, the character of him, and, you know, his unselfishness as a teammate. And, but also, if Chase would have really wanted it, I might have probably had a hard time putting him in there, because when I found out, or we found out about it, there was only like a minute, half, 2 minutes left in the game there. And I don't know if that had been the right thing to do, to, you know, you're winning 49-21 with a minute left to be throwing the ball. And I've been places where we've tried to get guys, you know, a record, and bad things happen, you know, and so I've always had that in the back of my mind too. So I was aware of it. And then also, you know, Chase didn't want to go in. He wanted Preston to go in, and just a great credit to him and the type of teammate he is.
Hey, Coach, it's Chris Harris here. How you doing?
Outstanding. Chris, how are you, my man?
Great. Happy early Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
I'm just curious, has this year flown by to you? I know you're in it since, you know, the spring, and it just rolls on. And so I'm curious your thoughts there. And then also, what do you think you'll remember most about this team here as we've gone through the gauntlet and reached the end now?
It has gone fast. And I think for me, especially, you know, it seems like it's slow until the open date. And then when the open date gets here, you know, then that's when it really flies by. And that might be because, you know, you're in a routine and all that. And, you know, we had a Friday night game early in the year, you know, and then a couple weeks later we had the open date. So you weren't, I mean, things were a little different, you know, so, but after the open date, you know, now things have gone by a little bit faster. So, but it always seems like it takes forever for college football to get here. And then when it gets here, you know, it does go fast. And so, but, you know, I'll reflect back on this team, you know, after the bowl game. But, you know, initially, to answer your question right now, with still 2 games to play, just how much they've overcome throughout the course of this year. We had so many new people coming in, and how the new people have blended and meshed with everybody. Then we've had so many injuries throughout the year. It's been kind of a makeshift starting lineup each week. So just everything this team has overcome from an adversity standpoint, you know, the injuries, everything that we've gone through, just so much respect for them and how they've never made an excuse. We've never made excuses about anything. And they show up on Sunday, if we lost, with a great attitude and go to work. They show up on Sunday after a win and with a great attitude and go to work. So it's been a fun group to be around. It's a fun group to coach. We got good leadership on this team, guys that care about one another. We got a good coaching staff, you know, so just initially, Chris, just a lot of appreciation and respect, you know, for what they've done and what they've overcome to get themselves, you know, to this point, a chance to win their 7th game and then go to a bowl game. And, you know, so really respect and appreciation, admiration for this team.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys, anything else for Coach Stock today?
I appreciate y'all. And, like Chris just said, I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, and just, be thankful for our many blessings that we get. Spend it with your family and your friends, and just be thankful for what we got. Appreciate y'all.
All right, thanks, Coach. Our student athlete today is quarterback Chase Cunningham.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Chase, Cecil Joyce here.
Hey, Cecil.
Hey, Chase. I see that where FIU is allowing 37, a little more than 37 points a game. They're allowing over 450 yards a game. What have you seen on film that it can lead you to believe this offense can exploit some of those things?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for us, the biggest thing is just, to continue to focus on ourselves. Don't look at them, look at their record. They're a good team, great defense, and, they fly around the field. But, I think the biggest thing for us is just focus on ourselves this week and continue to try and get better.
Morning, Chase. Sam down here.
Hey, Sam.
The sort of contrast with Cecil a little bit. They've had a couple games at FIU this year where the defense has played really well, held teams to a really low amount of points, on the road at times as well. What do they do well when they're having success defensively?
Yeah, I think they fly around. They make plays. They try and keep everything in front of them, and they're very athletic, well coached, and we got to go out there Saturday and put a good product on the field.
We just heard Coach Stockstill talk about you wanting Preston to go in at the end of the game on Saturday. Why was that so important for you in that moment to make sure that he got on the field?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Preston's done a great job ever since he's been here. He's helped me all year, just kind of being another set of eyes for me. And, he deserves that moment as much as anybody, and just super happy for him. He gets to go out, play his last game here at home and get a win.
Do you put on the penny and take over the play relaying duties when he goes in the game?
No, he's really good at that. I'm not the best at that stuff, so I kind of just sat back, watched him go to work. So that's more his stuff. I'm not really good at that stuff.
Anything else for Chase today?
Well, Chase, I was just, you've been in college football 6 years. This will be, I guess, your sixth Thanksgiving with the team rather than your family.
Yeah.
But what's it going to be like to have that last moment with the team on a major holiday in your career?
Yeah, I think there's nothing better than practicing football on Thanksgiving, and just, that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for is football and the opportunity God gave me to play, and, getting to spend it with my teammates, coaches, and luckily I'm not too far from home. So I've been able to go home a couple times, these past couple years. But I think just super thankful for the opportunity Coach Stock gave me, and to spend it with them and my teammates.
Anything else for Chase today? All right, Chase, thanks.
Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, guys, thanks. Appreciate it. And we'll send out post-game Zoom information for FIU later in the week. Have a great day.